It's a high-tech jungle out there. There's more information coming at our kids than at any other time in history. And not all of it is good. Meet Squiz-E the Newshound, the world's first internet detective dog, trained to sniff out fake news, teaching kids to stop, think, and check before believing everything they see online. Introducing Newshounds, a world-first classroom resource teaching primary school kids how to tell online fact from fiction. 9 podcasts and videos, a curriculum-aligned workbook, and a comprehensive teacher manual, all packaged up in a fun, virtual game format, making every educator an instant media literacy expert and every student a budding net detective. Just plug and play. Newshounds, available now on the Squiz Kids website. Because we owe them the truth. Hello, and welcome to this introduction to Newshounds, the media literacy classroom resource for elementary and primary school students. My name is Bryce Corbett. Now, the observant among you have probably noticed that I have a distinct Australian twang, and that's because Australia is the country in which Newshounds was born and is the country in which currently more than 5,000 primary or elementary school teachers are using Newshounds to teach their students to become media literate. So, what is Newshounds? In a nutshell, it's a plug-and-play educational resource, teaching kids to think critically about the flood of online content to which they're exposed on a daily basis. I'm a journalist of some 30 years' experience, but I'm also a dad of 2. And when my kids started coming to the dinner table regurgitating facts that they had picked up on their social media feeds, I knew that we had to do something. So I banded together with some primary or elementary school teachers, and we created a 9-part podcast-led program, complete with classroom workbook and comprehensive teacher manual that would make internet detectives of every kid that did it and instant media literacy experts of every teacher wanting to teach it, teaching kids along the way to stop, think, and check every time they came across a piece of online content. So, keep on watching for a walkthrough on how you too can join thousands of educators who are already equipping their students with what we believe is a vital 21st century life skill. Okay, let's get started. First thing you want to do is Google Squiz Kids Newshounds, or you can head straight to newshounds.squizkids.com.au. That'll take you to the login page, where you can create a free account if it's your first time. Once you're signed in, you'll land on the dashboard. Now, here you'll see all 9 lessons, the tool your class is working towards, and you'll also see a quick guide on how long each session will take to teach. Now, before you get started, take a moment to explore the resources in the menu bar on the left. And this is a really good idea to do this, certainly before you walk into a classroom and start teaching it. Now, as I said, the teacher guide has everything you need to run Newshounds. Full lesson plans, teaching tips, and clear overviews, including estimated session times. This is something we tested with a lot of teachers here in Australia, just asked them what they needed, and the estimated session times was one of the vital pieces of info they required. The student workbook is where all the action happens for the students. It's packed with the activities that your class will tackle. Now, you can either print it off as a PDF, share it as a fillable PDF, or assign it directly in Google Classroom using Google Slides. You'll also find classroom extras. These are things like the printable game board and tokens, colourful posters that you can put up around your classroom, and a certificate of completion. All of these are totally optional, of course, but they're really great for engagement whilst you're doing Newshounds. Now you're ready to kick off session 1. On the session page, all your resources and workbooks are right there at your fingertips. You'll also see prep info, teacher tips, and curriculum links. Now, at the moment, these curriculum links are mapped to the Australian and New Zealand curriculums only, but we are working to align other curricula to it as well. Do you prefer to go paperless? We've got you covered. Scroll down here for a digital version of the teacher guide. And when you're set, hit start and let the adventure begin. Introduce the kids to Squiz-E the Newshound, and away we go. This is when Squiz-E steps onto the game board and your class gets cracking.
This is a Squiz Kids podcast.
Now, as you can see, we have tried to gamify the experience because we know that leads to greater engagement by students. It makes it much more sticky, and the experience, certainly here in Australia, has been that once kids start playing the game, they are much more likely to want to continue playing it, gathering tokens as they go, helping Squiz-E the Newshound become the world's first internet detective dog, and helping him to gather implements for his internet detective kit.
Every hour of every day, we have media coming at us. Whether it's news, advertisements, social media, even billboards on the street, someone is trying to influence what we think.
You need to move ahead? Use the menu bar at the top of the video to skip forward to the next activity.
Everyone, turn to the next page. First of all, you're going to write down all the different kinds of media you can see in the picture, remembering, now that you know what media is, that it can be a lot of different things. And then think about how often you see or use media like that yourself. Do you use it every day? Do you use it every week or only occasionally?
And of course, we're sure you can think of other kinds of media that you're exposed to, even if they're not in the picture. Add them to the list and compare them with your friends and classmates. Ooh, do you hear that music?
I do.
That's Squiz-E's sniffing tune, the one he uses to sniff out the truth. Hit pause and we'll see you back again when you're ready for the next.
You can also pop an activity timer on screen so students know how long they've got left to complete a task. Once a session is complete, your class earns that session's badge, leveling up as they go. And along the way, they'll learn to think about who makes the content they're consuming, why those people make it, and what those content creators are wanting kids to think, do, or feel.
Well done, Newshounds. Let's take a look at the Newshounds game board now.
The lessons themselves use authentic, real-world examples of mis- and disinformation. From Pokemon and Disney, to generative AI images so convincing they even fooled Katy Perry's mum. Kids learn practical skills, like how to run a reverse image search. And then they get to practice those skills on real online content, spotting scams, deepfakes, influencer tricks, and even getting them to consider things like influencer ethics. They'll also uncover the hidden pitfalls of things like pay-to-play games, explore the tempting world of starter packs, loot boxes and skins, and also discover how shopping apps sneakily turn them into advertisers while keeping them coming back for more. So that's Newshounds. We'd love for you and your students to join the growing pack of Newshounds across the world. It's free to use, it's fun for kids, and it's powerful for teachers. Sign up today and let's together raise a generation of curious, clever fact checkers.